what's going on, everybody? It's Brennan from Business and Brews. And today's special guest we have is Matt and Maria from Axeplay in Hudson, New Hampshire. So what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
How we doing?
Good.
So thank you so much for being on this episode. I really appreciate it. I know we're just starting out, but thank you for reaching out to us.
Yeah.
Because it meant a lot to be on this. And I can't wait for the world to hear like what you guys offer and more about Axeplay. Hudson,
right.
Awesome. But hey, first off, man, we appreciate you guys doing this stuff. I know that since the first time we met, your drive is to get the businesses in Hudson recognized and help us be successful and thrive. And we appreciate that. Thanks.
Of course.
Thanks.
So I actually want to start off with let's get a little bit about you guys. Let's start with you, Matt, and then we'll go with Maria.
Yeah.
Just a little background about you guys, and then we'll go into like how it all started. Like, what made you guys want to choose the Axeplay and so on and so forth.
Sure. So it's we're one of those couples that there's no Matt without Maria, no Maria without Matt. So our stories are probably going to overlap quite a bit. But we met back in 17.
Stop.
We met early 90s. I was in the Marine Reserves just off active duty, and my best friend from the Marine Corps was from Hudson. I was not, and he got together with his high school sweetheart, and I came up to visit them, and they're like, who'd be perfect for him is my sister Maria, and that's how we met. And we've been together now 30,
almost 30. Well, we've been married
33 almost, and together 35. So that's our story, my story. Motorcycle enthusiast, retired police officer, 17 and a half year infantry Marine, and now we've added business owner to that. But really, it's it's family. That's my drive. As much as I get caught up in other things, my drive is our family. They were, for a brief moment, they were all living in Hudson again, but now they're spread out, a couple in Litchfield, and one of our sons and his family live in Hudson with us, or we live with them. I think he likes to tell people he's taking care of his golf. But that's me.
Yeah. I've been a lifelong Hudson resident, short of when we lived in Long Island for a couple years. Tried that. Decided we wanted to come back to New Hampshire. The majority of my life has been spent taking care of children. So I had a childcare that I ran out of my home for over 2 decades. When our firstborn granddaughter aged out of kindergarten, I decided, all right, you know what, I'm going to close the doors and put my time into Axeplay, because at the time we were just opening, and social media presence was obviously a big, that had to be first on the priority list to get people to know, hey, we're here. So that is really what I've been doing, is the behind the scenes marketing, and also doing trailer events, which is always a lot of fun. I'm actually, during the day now, because I missed it so much, I'm working back at Library Street School in the kindergarten there as a teacher's assistant. So that's a lot of fun. It gives me the best of both worlds, where I get to still do what I love and meant to do, is working with children, and then I get to help out here at Axeplay and make it the success that it's been.
Well, I want to start off with saying thank you for your services, by the way. So much appreciated.
Yeah, the bad back, the chip on the shoulder, it's all worth it.
Well, it's much appreciated, because especially just being in the Marines and being on the, just being in the line of just war, like just dealing with war, if anything, it means a lot that you put yourself out there and you dedicated yourself for this country. So thank you very much on that. Also, thing I want to shout out to is we got to give a shout out to our beer, which is Full Clip from Stoneface. Thank you very much. So this is our brew of the day. So cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, not bad. A little hoppy. Definitely a good IPA, I will say. Got a good little taste to it, so it's not too bad. But thank you guys. Thank you just for everything you've done for the country. So thank you. It should be more noticeable by other people, because, people that dedicate their time and put themselves at risk, I mean, it means the world. So thank you. And that's very awesome to know about you. And you know, now you're back in school again, which is awesome.
I'm back in kindergarten. Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So let's get into the wonderful world of Axeplay. Hudson, by the way, it is Hudson, guys.
It is.
So getting into that, let's start off. So what came up with the idea? Like, what was it like? All right, you know what? I want to do Axeplay, or I want to throw some axes.
So it's 2020 January. It's cold out. VP of the club calls me up and says, "Hey, we haven't done anything this month. We need to get everybody together and go do something." I said, "All right, what are you thinking?" He goes, I don't know. There's this axe throwing place up in Manchester. Why don't we go check them out?" Like, all right. So we went up there. We did 2 hours. We were having so much fun. The place was called Relax. They're out of business now, but they were BYOB. We brought nothing. We went up, 15 of us, 2 hours. We actually stayed a third hour. We had a blast, and we were awful. Like
We were terrible.
3 hours, I didn't stick an axe.
Yeah.
Like it was bad, and we were maybe people were gambling and betting and stuff.
Yeah, some smack talk.
And then we went to lunch afterwards, and Maria sitting next to me, and I remember this. I'm sitting there, and I'm pretty simple, and she looks at me and she goes, "You're doing math in your head, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, I am." She goes, "You're thinking about opening one of those places, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And I don't want to talk bad about any place. The customer service there could have been better.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, they're busy. It's kind of a closed market, right? There's not there's that place, that's it, and their customer service could be better. I think we could do better. So that kind of bore out all right, we're going to start looking. I'll start looking into this, and that was January 20, February 20. That word COVID came out and kind of put the brakes on everything. And then about May time, I had found this location. I know the landlord, Manny, a great guy. He's been a great landlord. I knew him. I knew I wanted this location. Originally, it was going to be these 3 units. The vibe would have been part of Axeplay. And it was May, and I says, "You know what? I'm tired of sitting around. I'm tired of being a cop. I want to retire." I was old. I got into the job old. I was old then. I was 52 years old. Which, if anybody's watching this over 52, ask your grandkid how to change the channel or put the volume down. But I know 52 is not old, but it's old to be a police officer. It's old to be riding around a police car. Everybody that wants to fight you is half your age, twice your size. So I'm like, it's time to bail. I've done my thing, and now I want to do something for us. And I decided, you know what, I haven't gotten to where I am in life. I have a high school education and a ton of life experience, and I didn't get any success by I know people are watching, being a chicken. That's the word I'll use for this.
Okay.
It might have sounded like being a pussy, but I don't want to say that on your podcast.
It's okay. You can say it. This is perfect. It's okay.
So I said, you know what? I didn't get to where I am in life by being a pussy. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I started moving forward with this. And I had some friends from the club came in, helped do demo, help start building it out. But we did the demo, and then we went on a 2,700-mile motorcycle ride.
Which was a blast. By
Middle of June. Yeah, it was a great time. If you've never done the back of the dragon, you want to go do the back of the dragon. Forget the tail of the dragon in North Carolina. That's fun, but too much traffic. Back of the dragon, 100 times harder. And
definitely 5 stars.
Yeah, what a great trip it was. But it was half the hotels you had to wear a mask. It was just crazy times.
Yeah.
We came back and we built this place out to what it was in 2020 in 2 weeks. And I remember just putting the last tabletop on at 1:00 in the morning, and we're opening at 11 on a Saturday. August 1st that year was a Saturday. And I knew I wanted to do something different, to have 15 of us with very different personalities, everybody laughing and having a good time. I'm like, man, there's something to this. It was never about, hey, let's make money and we can do something like that. It was always, hey, let's do something that people enjoy, and maybe we can make some money at it. And
at the time, there was really nothing like that in Hudson.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there's still nothing like
Yeah,
this.
No.
you know, it's as far as entertainment goes.
Only copycats.
Yeah, that's it. Only
That's right.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, it's this has been my favorite part. I mean, first off, I love building this stuff, man. I never thought I would really enjoy woodworking, and the cool thing about doing it in a place like this, the lines don't have to be straight. People are just going to throw axes at it. You know,
That's true.
They don't have these great expectations. This table looks awesome. You measure one end to the other; they're not the same.
Hey, listen, it's a nice
Yeah,
table. Listen, it looks perfect, but
Yes.
this is perfect.
Yeah, it's not.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, listen, no one's bringing out no rulers. We're good.
But we had a blast doing it, and that's been the thing with this is you know, I found a hobby with the woodworking. I found something that we can do together, and when we started on table one, our doing it together was not the same as when we finished the last table. You know, the quality of the work is different, and my intolerance is different. You know, I was very much like, do this.
right.
You know, this is how we're doing it. To like, hey babe, what's your idea? I may be the looks of this operation, but believe it or not, she's the creativity behind it all.
I do see her in all the videos that you guys shoot, all
That's
the
true.
reels and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I see her as the promoter.
Yeah.
I see it.
She's the she said one time she wanted to be the face of Axeplay, and that's been our goal the last couple of years. Is, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather look at her face than mine, and I'm sure most of you will agree.
Sweetheart.
So yeah, we'll let her be the face of Axeplay, and I'll bring something to the table.
Well, she does bring a lot of energy. I mean, with all the reels I've seen, even the one we did together,
Yeah.
which was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that
But
was
you do bring a lot of excitement, and that's what everybody's looking to see. Everybody wants to be like, oh, hey, oh, I want to go there. Oh, she
Right.
looks like she's having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go. So you know,
It is a
that's-
great time.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's
not going to
not
say it's not
acting at all.
I know when I think the chamber brought us here, and you guys brought out this thing called the Fun Box, correct?
Oh, the fun box.
So I will tell you, the shovel. I still to this, I don't even care. It's probably one of the coolest things. The fact that you can throw a shovel at the wall and it will stick.
Yeah.
Except for mine. Mine did not stick the first 2 times that I threw it. But that is probably one of the coolest things. And then you have ninja stars, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a spoon?
Yeah.
Was that correct?
Spoons.
Yeah.
I did see a spoon in there. What else do we got? What else is going on there?
Metal throwing cards, a tomahawk, saw blade,
The metal throwing cards.
batarangs. We had some metal bullhorns.
Yeah.
Darts. We used to have screwdrivers in them. We learned the lesson
Yeah.
quickly.
a good idea.
Fortunately, not the hard way. That a screwdriver probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
If it hits the board wrong, they stuck it in the wall behind them.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we went around and took all the screwdrivers out of the fun boxes. But we're always looking for ideas. So if anybody has an idea for something in the fun box,
Oh, did you mention the saw blade?
yeah, I mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. Saw
Now,
blade's
how many
always fun.
fingers have you collected from people throwing axes?
Zero.
Zero?
Yeah,
Okay, that's a
it's
good thing. That's a good thing.
really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's one of the questions that this is my fun with this place, right? You get the people that come in, and there are people that are excited to do it. There are people that are nervous to do it. There are people that have done it already, and then there are people that with the crossed arms, like, this is stupid. I'm only here because it's his birthday, and they're determined they're not going to have fun. And their go-to is always, how many people have gotten hurt? How many fingers have you collected? You know, and people don't read the waiver ever.
Yeah.
But there's a paragraph in the waiver that says if you cut it off, we get to keep it.
Oh,
So we're waiting for that first finger because
We've got our little jar format
Yeah.
behind just waiting.
you get those people that you're talking to, you're giving the safety brief to, and they're just you know they're not listening.
oh yeah, 90% of the time.
That changes when
Yeah.
you walk in and the first thing you see is a severed finger. You know, then you're probably like, okay, I'm going to
think
listen to
twice.
this right now.
Well, if you guys do get your first finger, we're coming back for another podcast.
Yeah,
Let's talk-
absolutely.
All
We're
right.
going to talk about how that finger ended up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
all right.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention.
So but my point that I was getting at is that this is, listen, if you're dumb, if you're intent on being stupid, don't come here, because this is dangerous. But if you're a decent listener and you want to have fun, this can be a super safe activity.
Yes.
We've had over 200,000 customer visits. I'm about to say something stupid, so we're gonna knock on some of this wood.
Okay.
We have had less than 10 injuries. And out of those 10 injuries, 4 of them have been from people handing each other axes, which we don't allow. And we learned that lesson after the first injury. 1 of them has been from somebody being excited and brought their hand down and they sliced their hand on an axe that was on the stump. So we've changed how you put the axes on the stumps. Our most serious injury, he probably will watch this, so I'm not going to say his name, Marcelo. But he, one of our league players, he threw something from the wrong line. It came back. He stuck his foot out to stop it, and he got a cut on his foot. But it bled like crazy to the point actually where he may or may not have passed out.
No toe though.
No toe. It was the side of the foot, and he'll be the first to tell you, hey, my mistake, right? He knew the rules, but he worked a job that required him to do overnights. He came in here on a Monday night, exhausted, just autopilot, threw the wrong thing from the wrong line. And then we had one young lady that we, we're very specific in our safety brief. You can do this, don't do this. This is how you put it down, to even to the point where this is how you take it out of the board. And she wasn't listening. She was proud that she got her shot, which we want you to be proud. We want you to take pictures because our name's in all those pictures. But she wasn't looking when she took it out, and she cut the back of her head. So that's been our biggest bleeder. But that's not bad. I mean,
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, 200,000 visits, less than 10 injuries, and all of them would be considered minor. None of them required a trip to a hospital or an ambulance ride.
And that's actually really good. And you know what? When our parents did tell us not to run with scissors, there's a reason. You know that? Right. Just like when you're throwing weapons, right? You might want to listen to the instructor.
Yeah.
Because I know when I threw it, I remember one I threw like at the board, and sometimes it won't stick, and it will bounce back a little bit. So that's why I'm glad you guys have the lines there to make sure when you go to throw it. And first of all, don't ever put your foot out to try to catch something. I mean, that's something I know, but that's something. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to lose anything. So, but but that's. I mean, listen, there's guidelines for a reason, and which is understandable. And I'm glad there wasn't no big incident. So that's a plus.
I mean, look, again, it's not a challenge to anybody watching, and I will keep knocking on wood.
I want to get my finger up.
I found out from my tattoo guy that you can actually own human body parts in New Hampshire. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a store down in New York that sells them. It's some weird.
You think it's the black market?
Well, you get rid of the dark web. But I ever since I learned that, I'm like, do I just buy a finger and just put it up?
No.
Just then you
get
can
a rubber
one.
one.
You can see it. I mean, hey, listen.
From a Halloween store.
That is yours, and no one else has to know. So I'm definitely 100% with it. All right.
Yeah.
So what are you guys looking forward to? What's what's the future? Like, what's the future hold? Like, new ideas. I know you said that. I know we were just talking about if anybody has any ideas that they want to throw at to what we can throw. Well, I mean, what you guys could throw, which is really cool. But like, what is it going forward? Like, I do notice, like, you guys have arcade games here now, which is really cool. Give it offset, you know, in case, and I do see that you sell alcohol.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Is it BYOB or no?
No, we added the bar about a year ago, June of 24.
Okay, what about food?
Food, you can bring in whatever you want. We can cater it for you if it's a larger event. We've had people roll up with a food truck in the back for catering for their own parties. So food is really up to the person.
Okay, all right. So what's your guys' plan for the future? I know that's like looking ahead, but it's like one of those things is like, what do you guys have planned?
To exist still. That's number one.
That's really that's a plus thing.
Yeah. We want that both physically and business wise. We made it over the hump. Everybody says the first 5 years are the hardest in business. We want to continue to grow. I'd love to see a chain of Axeplays out there, and we've had people approach us about franchising and things, but much like turning our club over to somebody, I wanted to make sure it's the right people.
It falls in the right hands.
Yeah, we put a lot of ourselves into this business. And quite honestly, we put a lot of our customers into this business. A lot of the ideas on this table are customers. Customers. It's great to see people when they come back for a second visit or third visit or a fifth visit. They run into the wall to see if their name's still up there from when they signed when they were here in 2021. So that to me is cool. We have changed. We've added some things here now. We want to appeal to a younger market. We want to start taking over some of the adventure activities for youth, like 5 to 10. So we've added a whole Velcro setup. So if you've seen Maria in some of the videos and posts we've done recently, we're shooting Velcro bows and arrows. The arrows are over there. They look like giant marshmallows on top of them.
They're awesome.
Do you guys set them on fire?
So fun.
Not yet. I mean, they're 5, you know.
I'm kidding.
But we tested it out with a group of kids over the summertime, and man, what a blast! A lot of lessons learned. I forgot that you gotta, more boundaries with kids, not less boundaries, even though the stuff isn't sharp. So we're hoping, we're not hoping, we're adding in, kids' birthdays. So you can have your 5-year-old, your 7-year-old, your 8-year-old's birthday party here. We're trying to figure out how to monetize the archery with the Velcro, because what we've found at different events that we've done off site with it, parents are pushing kids out of the way to get in line to do the
adults love
the
it.
Velcro archery.
Oh, because they're trying to show their kid up. That's why.
Well, they're not always their kid.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Like, hey, cutting in line.
It's my turn.
Yeah, we addressed
Wait a minute.
that.
How old are you, dude?
But man, the everybody loves the archery. So there was an axe throwing place in Salem. Also, they've closed, but they did axes and archery. Actually, I think that was the name of the place. That was the name of the place. So they did indoor archery with the axe throwing. I'm trying to figure out if there's a benefit to that to us. So we structurally have to change some of this side, and we have that laid out already. But we do a tremendous amount of large groups, birthday parties, corporate stuff, and I don't know if I want to add in, something that takes space away from that.
Yep.
So we're just trying to figure out the logistics of it. But the future for us is growth. We want to fill this place up. We want to, more and more people to come and experience this, because it's a blast. It is fun, whether it's your first time or your 100th time. It can be fun, like you and I go and we're just having fun, or it can be you and I go and hey, I'm kicking your ass. We're here we go. We had a group come in back when we were BYOB, and if you're with liquor enforcement, turn this off now. Guys came rolling in. They were here for 5 hours, longest group we've ever allowed. They roll up in a party bus, and every 2 guys had a cooler. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna like one employee assigned to just that group that you're gonna watch them. And they were about 3 hours into their reservation, and I went walking by, and there's shot glasses lying down the table. Because when we were we're liquor or whatever you want. But they had brought in their own liquor. They had shot glasses, and I looked at them. I said, "Man, you guys made your own game out of this, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, what's the game? All right, everybody takes a shot. If you hit the bullseye, everybody else does their shot. If you miss the bullseye, you do your shot." I'm like, "Okay." I walked back around. About an hour later, I went back, and there had to be $1,200 in donations in the center of the table, and they were now playing for money. And I'm thinking, man, what a good time, And we would have never let that group go the way they did if they didn't have a bus.
Yeah.
Right.
We monitored them. Nobody was like puking drunk or anything like that. But man, did they have a good time. And a few of those guys have been back for their own events.
That's awesome.
So we have so many fun memories. We've had a 96-year-old, and was she 92?
Yes.
Come in, husband and wife. They came in as part of the group. First off, you'd have never known they were this age or that age, and they're both wearing flannel. So I'm like, man, you're our people, And they came in, and they were both down here smashing axes. They were just sticking axes. It was great.
Yeah.
And we get that a lot on trailers. We do grad parties, birthday parties, you name it, parties.
So you guys have like a mobile. That you can
Yeah.
bring.
We have the mobile unit. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, listen, this is what the podcast is all about. Listen, you want to go? I mean, I'll break you in every now and then, and I'll throw a
Reel me back in.
Yeah.
Ask her her secrets.
But
How do I keep them under control? I mean, those secrets, not your secrets.
Thank God.
Those are yours.
If you so if basically if I wanted something at my house, you guys could bring. So you guys got like a traveling. So you guys just did something recently, right, at the Anheuser-Busch?
Yep, we did Oktoberfest there. That was a blast.
That was so much
You
fun.
guys had Old Homes Day this year with Hudson?
No, we we did not do any of the old homes days that we usually do with the trailers. We went there personally and had a good time, but we wanted to take a break from bringing the trailer there. Next year we'll be back, but we'll be back with the Velcro stuff. I don't think we're going to bring the trailer to those events anymore. To be honest, axe throwing venues have popped up everywhere. So it's not that novelty it was the first couple of years
when it
people
first
would come
came out.
Right.
And literally people would wait in line for 45 minutes to an hour to get on the trailer to throw 10 axes. That's died down. But we brought the Velcro stuff to Tingsboro for an event, and we saw a huge influx. It was like the old days again.
Yeah.
So actually, they had their old homes day, or what was it?
They called the block
party.
Yeah.
I actually did see that you guys were down there. I saw a post on Facebook, and actually, it seemed like you guys had a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, it was awesome.
it
And
was
again,
fantastic.
it was everything from 5-year-olds to 95-year-olds. You know,
So you found a way. So this is actually great. You guys found a way to attract all ages now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess this is what I want to ask is, from when you opened to where you are now, how satisfied are you where you guys are now? Like, are you guys satisfied and more? Are you happy where you become and what you made of yourselves?
Yeah, that's kind of a mixed question, or at least for me it is. Am I happy with what we've done with Axeplay? Yeah, absolutely. We have the best staff in the business. I love the employees are excited to come to work.
Great customer service, right?
Yeah, they love what they do, and that was that thing that kind of steered us towards this, right? Is like, hey, this was fun, but we could use better customer service. I guess I will talk trash about them now. Our first year, people would come in and we'd say, hey, have you ever done this before? And the answer typically was no, because axe throwing in 2020, nobody had really done it. But the ones that had done it at Relax, and that was great. And we got a lot of positive feedback from those people. But our employees had never done axe throwing anyplace other than here. So we took them out axe throwing and dinner, for kind of a company event. And we went to Relax so that they could see what people were talking about. Yep. And while we're there, one of our employees went over and started working with one of their customer groups because they were not doing it. So that was a sign to me that, hey, we're doing this right. Like our staff, our people, they want to help people everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter where they go, they want to offer tips. One of the cool things about this place, we have a bunch of pros that came up throwing here, and they've gone professional with it. And there's absolutely $0 to be made in this professionally for a professional axe thrower. But man, their skill level, it's like watching a high school football player play a professional football player. These guys, they're just guys and girls. They're just amazing to watch. When they're here, and they come here pretty regularly to throw. If you're in the lane next to them throwing and you're doing something not unsafe, they'll definitely address the safety stuff. But if you're just struggling to stick the axe or struggling to stick the knife, they give you tips.
See, and that's the best way to work with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is to basically help them.
Yeah.
To make them want to come back and say,
Right.
all right, I want to throw that damn shovel.
But these are our customers.
That's
helping
all.
customers.
But
They're helping other
that's
customers, right.
fantastic.
That's awesome. So now I want to kind of change it a little bit because I want to start now. I know you guys do leagues, correct?
Yep.
So what else? I mean, I see all of it. So I kind of want you guys to go into the background of like you do ladies' nights. So let's start. What happens on Mondays? You guys have anything on Mondays?
Yeah, so Monday nights is our league night. Our leagues run 12-week seasons. We actually just wrapped up last night. Congratulations, Tim.
Congratulations, Tim, for
Yeah.
winning. I
Yeah.
don't know who you are, but good
Again.
job, bud.
Again,
Did he get a trophy or an axe?
you get cash.
Oh,
Yeah.
bling
Yeah.
bling. All right, buddy.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
We used to do battle axes, like legit battle axes
Yeah, they
as our
were
first
awesome.
place prize. But unfortunately, the blacksmith that we were using, he's in the Ukraine.
Okay. Oh,
So for the first couple of years of everything over there, he was still shipping us our axes, but they were from different addresses a lot of times.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of years, it's just stopped.
okay.
So found a company down in Georgia. They do smaller axes, but they do some really nice knives. So typically we'll give those as prizes.
Yeah.
But our summer league tends to be a smaller league because everybody's outside doing stuff.
Yeah.
So we do straight cash for the summer league. But yeah, it's a 12-week season. It does not matter your skill level. Our game is built to anybody can win. The last throw of the game, there's a tiny dot on the target. It's called the game over shot. If you hit that, if you call that and hit that on your last throw, you automatically win the game.
Oh, okay.
So you could be Maria, who's proficient at this, but she's not at the level of any of our pros, playing one of our pros, and she can win the game. You know, we built it that way on purpose because it's way more fun. We have a throw where you can actually steal points from each other.
Oh, okay.
So
So you make it actually. This is good because that way more people are actually get more involved with it.
yeah.
Oh, and I like that. Now, what do you got going on? So today's Tuesday.
Yep, ladies'
I
night.
actually, and you have a nice group over there. I hear.
Yeah, they're having a
If you all
blast.
that banging you hear, and listen, there's no construction work, and they're throwing some axes.
Yeah.
So tonight's ladies' night. What do you offer on ladies' night?
So 20% off for ladies to come in and throw is Tuesday nights. We still also offer our regular discount. So if you're a veteran, a first responder, medical, or education, we give you a 20% discount.
Awesome.
In addition to that, so if you come in with a group of ladies that are all teachers, you're saving some bank.
Oh, you hear that? And listen, come on down. You should check this out Tuesday night, ladies. Come on, check it. Come and try out. They have brews here, so you can try those. Not only that, they have you can get food. So Tuesday night sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we have a lot of people that take advantage of it. Wednesday nights were closed. We decided we were going to take a break one day of the week. So Wednesday nights were closed. Thursday nights, we do industry night. So if you work in a restaurant or the food industry, come on down Thursday nights. You'll save 20%. And again, all the other discounts are offered. Plus, we add in a student discount on Thursday nights.
Awesome.
For 20% off. So if you go to UMass Lowell, come on in. It's Thursday nights, you'll save 20%. And we have one group. I don't know. We had a lot of college students, but we have one group there. They're very regular. They come in at least once a week, once every other week. And it's all college students. And now that they used to show up whenever they had money, but now we see them mostly on Thursdays.
Okay.
They can save a little money. They love to be the poor college students.
All right, listen, and hopefully when they do get that job they look for in the future, they'll be coming back and they'll bring in their industry people. So
Yeah, hopefully by the time these kids get jobs, hopefully, Axeplay is somebody else's.
Now, anything on Friday nights or anything like that?
Friday, Saturday nights are typically, it's become date night. But Friday, Saturday nights are typically our busy nights. So we offer the regular discounts, but we don't add anything special.
Yeah.
And then Sundays are like Fridays and Saturdays, but
More geared towards families.
Yeah, seem to be more family centric,
Yeah.
just based on the hours. Just everybody that went out Saturday night, they're going to go out with the family on Sunday. So we see a lot more families on Sunday.
Did you guys ever think? I mean, I'm throwing this out here because now that I'm
listening.
thinking, because you guys are just doing for all ages. Do you guys ever think about maybe having like a kids league?
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
used
we've
to do a
done that,
kids league. It used to be Tuesday nights, and then the kids all started aging out, and it became very so it was 10 to 16
Okay.
was the age limit, and we had some really good 10-year-old throwers, but man, the muscle difference between 10 and 16. So it became the same couple people winning all the time.
Yeah.
So some of the kids got disheartened.
But what about?
I would want to change it. Yeah, no. So that's a definite.
That's what I'm saying. But like
Yeah.
for that archery stuff you're doing now, maybe like
Yeah.
do something with that. Like
Yeah.
I mean that sounds like it's pretty cool. You come in and you're gonna be able to shoot some arrows, or Velcro. I mean that seems like anyone could.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe. So we're trying to figure out what that is distance. For kids, this is perfect. For adults, 15 feet. It's
Yeah. Maybe they don't need to play. Maybe just keep it with the kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're considering redesigning it so the lanes run this way on this side.
Okay.
And that way we could do the long distance with the Velcro. But yeah, the Velcro stuff is fairly new to us, and we've actually been talking a lot recently about how to include that for adults. And I like the idea of a kids league doing that. We did some of that with the Monday night league, just as kind of to break it up. So you're not just doing axe throwing every Monday night. Come in one night and say, "Hey guys, we're doing team archery," and they loved it. So we definitely need to grow that a lot.
Well, it seems like it'd be fun, and like you said, you drew a lot of attention, especially when you went up and you guys were up in Tingsboro.
Yeah.
You know, so it drew attention. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll have a small little league for that. You know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So what do you get? 5%, 1%? What are we talking here?
I mean,
For the take of for the idea.
I don't want nothing. I just want to see success. That's all I want to see.
So that's fantastic because
I don't want, and the only thing I want to see is I want to see people continuously grow. My only downfall is I need to come here more often.
Yes.
And I am so sorry.
Yes.
I'll be the first to say it, and I am sorry. It's nothing to do with not being it. I am trying to do way too much.
Oh, yeah.
And at the same time, when I do get my Brendan time, it's with my wife. So I'm
Yes.
spending it with my wife, and
Of course.
and I gotta find a way to come down and throw, because I gotta get the shovel to stick. Listen, that is what my
challenge.
It really is. And the day that I was down here, I couldn't believe, because one of your employees,
Dave, do you want me to bring him over here so he can show you how to do it?
No, not right now. I don't want to be embarrassed again. But it was the coolest thing in the world to see him,
It was
and he
awesome.
actually hit it right dead center.
Yeah.
Right down the
So
bullseye.
I thought that was really cool. But I am making a commitment, and I'm telling you right now, and I'm saying this on the podcast, I will be in to throw.
Bring
And
your wife.
I will bring my wife. She's
Yeah,
going to be
have
very
a date
competitive.
night.
Oh yeah, we will. But she'll be
Yeah.
competitive.
Good.
She will.
Well, that's great. That's what the electronics is for. Keep score, play games.
So
Yeah.
no, I'm definitely gonna make it happen, and I will be here. And I'm very sorry that I haven't. I've been just coming up with way
No
too
need to
many
apologize.
ideas.
But you know what? That's the thing. Like a lot of times people will come in and we'll ask them, have you been here in the last year? Because if you have, you don't have to redo a waiver. And people will be like, oh, yeah, I've been here. And then when he pulls up their name, it's like, you haven't been here in like 2.5 years. but time goes by so fast because we
fast.
get so busy in our lives that we don't take time. We really need to carve out time to have fun.
Yeah, we do.
Life is too short not to have fun.
And this is actually a good way to relieve stress. And because, like I said,
Absolutely.
when I did do this with the chamber, it was at first when you get into it, because you haven't done it in a while, you get into it, you're like, oh boy, what's gonna happen? But then as soon as you throw the first one,
Yeah.
then you throw the second one, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, this feels great. And then let's say you had a bad day, you just boom, hit it, like, oh, I feel so much better.
Yes.
So this is not only just a good place to have fun, but it's also a stress reliever.
It is.
Come over and throw some axes at a wall. If you're angry at someone, just throw an axe. Picture their face on the wall
That's
and
right.
just throw an axe at it.
Print their face out and bring it with you.
Oh,
We'll
see that? You
staple
can
it
hang it on the
there
wall.
and
Even
have
better.
at it.
Yeah. Maria had come up with the idea.
did.
She called it Axe Your X.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that actually? You guys gonna have a post?
Yeah. You
Are
can
you-
bring a picture,
we
print
posted
it out.
about it before, but we'll post about it again.
I think you should. I mean, more people need to hear about this.
Yeah.
A lot of divorcing going on in this world.
for
So
sure.
maybe, you know what? If they're angry,
Well,
line
it's
out
not
the door.
Yeah, it's not limited to your ex. If you want to bring, we brought the trailer down to a Triumph Modular. It's a place down in Mass where they do construction trailers.
These guys were fun.
And yeah, they were a blast.
so fun.
And their boss's name was Matt, or the guy that most of these guys worked for, his name was Matt. They asked if they could print up pictures of Matt. They put him on the tire. And Matt was right there laughing and having a
it
good
was
time with
hilarious.
it. So we
We
don't
just
limit
wonder
it
how
to,
Matt is doing today.
Yeah.
No, listen, all right.
From the quality of their throws, Matt is probably okay.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
But they so we don't limit it to Axe or X, but the one restriction is we will not allow you to print up or bring in any political
No,
of your
don't
any
want it.
political
Don't wanna
nonsense
hear it.
and putting it up. Don't bring your pictures. Don't bring your put the name on a piece of tape. I don't care which side of anything you were on.
Yeah, we don't
will not
care.
allow that.
See,
in.
and that's the one thing, and I'm not going to get into politics, but this is the one thing that actually changed a lot in this world, and it turned people to goes one side, the other side, to start hating each other.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and listen, this is the one thing that this world needs less of is hate.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be, people need to start coming together and maybe put their differences aside and
Yes.
and make it a better place, because this one-sided or this side or I'm this and I'm that, it's not worth it. It's exhausting.
Right.
It is.
It is so exhausting. And I'm actually glad we said this, because it's been bothering me, because it is one of those things where we need to just put our differences aside and just come together as
Yes.
one. You know what I mean? Because this divided thing is just, it's like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, it's exhausting.
Yes.
It's tiring. So you heard it. No political.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we don't
Come in here and you have fun. No politics.
That's it.
Leave it at the front door.
Our
right.
our axes, our axes. We don't have conservative axes and liberal axes. We have axes.
That's
That's
it.
right.
Come in and throw them.
Axeplay is about light and love.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Light and love. A little double L action
Yeah.
right there.
We might have to add that to the logo
Yeah.
now. Light and love.
I kind of like it. It has
So,
a ring to it, doesn't
do you
it?
guys get your wood donated? Do what?
Oh no, we buy it. We buy it. We buy it locally, and that's something along the lines of what you're doing, trying to help all, or not trying to, helping all of our businesses get some exposure. We try to do everything we can locally. So we had early on, we got our wood from a guy, not a company, a guy down in New York, and he would truck it up here, and then fuel costs and everything with COVID, but he was always reliable. And then one day, Ross Smith, Lynn owns 102 Tavern.
Yeah.
His wife. Ross owns RG Trucking. Ross came in, introduced himself, and said, "Hey, what kind of wood do you use? And I can get it for you." So
Great guy, by the way.
Yeah,
I
great guy.
actually
He's a
met him
great
because he
guy.
does stuff with the Halloween haunt.
I wish he'd wear shoes more often.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Yeah,
like to wear
yeah.
shoes. Not a shoes guy.
No, not ever.
We call him Frodo.
Oh,
do.
listen, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I'm not talking shit. I tell
No,
Ross.
we
I call
love
him
Ross.
Frodo. But yeah, so we get our wood from him.
That's awesome. And yeah, he's right here in town.
Yeah.
Right near the Smith's farm, I believe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. We were blessed late in my law enforcement career, just before we started this, with a lot of support from our community, and thank you. Our son was hurt when he was in the Army, and this community came together for our family like I'd never really observed before. I know it's done it before, and I've seen it 100 times since. So if we can do things to support our community back, whether that's hanging a banner for a business, whether that's pushing, helping support a restaurant that's in the same plaza with us, or if it's buying wood from a guy, who's local, he benefits a little bit, we benefit a little bit, and we make our bond, our community a little bit stronger. We are 1,000% in for that.
You notice a huge difference when you start working with other people instead of going against other people, right?
Yeah,
You notice a
absolutely.
huge difference.
For sure.
Absolutely.
It's different when you start to bring the community together, and that's exactly why this podcast that I'm building is to bring the community together, so we know about these other businesses, so that way we can maybe grow off all these businesses. Because listen, once you open another door opens, and once that door opens, and it's a continuous thing. And this is why I'm glad you guys joined came on the podcast, and I can't wait to get others on. But this is where I want people to know, this is what exists in Hudson. It's not just us building houses every 5 seconds. It's trying to get involved and know these businesses, know what they're all about, know that they care.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, your son served, you said?
Yeah, him and his twin brother were both Rangers.
Well,
in the Army.
their service also. Thank you very much for their services. And I believe one of your sons is a painter?
No, we have our youngest son is a energy auditor. I say youngest; he's just turned 29. He's an energy auditor and flips houses. And
Okay.
is really.
Are you?
just a-
I wonder if he's talking about Josh though.
Oh no, he's an
Like-
artist.
Artist. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah.
So sorry.
So-
I didn't mean that's what I meant. So he's an artist. He's not a painter.
Yeah,
My
so
apologies.
that's our son who was shot.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's.
Do you mind talking about
No,
it?
absolutely.
Okay.
We're so proud of him.
He's a quadriplegic, and he got into art as kind of a therapy, and he has just exploded with his artwork. It's all over Axeplay. So if you come into Axeplay, or when you come into Axeplay and you see these awesome pictures that kind of jump out at you, those are all our son Josh. And if you're a local artist and you want to add pictures here, we are happy to help you. We truly want to give back to this community for what everybody did for Josh. Josh is married. He's getting his college degree in web design. Thank God, because I need a break. I think he's getting a minor in either psychology or counseling. Kid is so smart, so driven. His artwork is phenomenal. His banner's right there, limp wrist art. I got a funny story there, and I don't know that it belongs on this podcast.
Probably
That's okay.
not.
Maybe we save it for the people that come in.
Yeah.
How's that? Listen,
Yeah.
if you want to hear about it, you need to come on into
Yeah.
Axeplay, located in Hudson, New Hampshire, 03051 Lowell Road.
That Lowell Road.
There it is. So if you want to hear this story, you need to come on down here.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And if you're one of those four ladies, I'm not going to mention your names. But yeah, so Josh is he's doing well. He loves his artwork. One of his pictures actually won a national contest.
You forget the most important part. He's the one who designed our logo.
Oh yeah. So for those of you that have a problem with our logo, first off, grow up, and secondly, it was designed by a
What's wrong with the logo?
designed by a quadriplegic kid. Some people. Oh, I have the wrong shirt on. Some people don't like the fact that my butt is in a bathing suit bottom, right?
Seriously? There's other things to worry about.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
we took a beating last November for a post that you know how if people can be negative, some people choose to be negative.
Yep.
And they, it was a complete misunderstanding, but whatever. There was somebody that took the opportunity to be like, I would never go there anyways, just because of their logo. And I laughed, and I'm like, of all the stuff that's going on in this world, our logo keeps you away from coming in here and having fun. That's okay. That's okay.
You're probably not our people.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something now. I actually seen the artwork that you guys have up there, and he did a phenomenal job.
He's amazing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the fact is that he overcome the situation that he was in.
Yes.
100%. Tell him, and I hope if he watches that when he watches
Yes,
this,
please.
thank
He
you
will.
so much for your services. We truly appreciate it. Like I do, because that is huge, and especially taking a bullet and stuff, and then he turned a negative into a positive.
Right.
So congratulations to you on that. And his name's Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, honestly, and thank you again, Josh. I appreciate you, and in America appreciate you. So
Yeah, his all these patches that you see, the military and law enforcement, are all because of him. When he was in the hospital, and he was in bad shape. Cop patches just started showing up at the hospital, and it was pretty amazing. And he ended up with an envelope full of them. And then when he got home, he got settled. He was in the hospital, West Roxbury, for a year, and life was just chaos. And then it settled down a little bit. We decided we were going to do this, and he had that stack of patches, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I don't know if you can do anything with this, but here, you can have these for Axeplay." And I had been to a more than way too many cop funerals, and one of the places we went to celebrate the life of the officer after the services was a bar out in Hampton, and they had a wall just completely full of cop patches. And I said, you know what? I think I have an idea with this. And we started adding those, and we encourage our veteran, our law enforcement, our fire customers to bring us a patch. And some of these, a friend of mine, she had gone to Texas for something, and there's apparently a town called Keller, Texas.
Yeah.
So I
thought that
reached
was
out to
cool.
them and says, hey, I retired from the job, but I'd love to get a patch, and here's the deal, this is where it goes, and this is what it does. And they happily sent me a patch.
That is awesome.
We get patches from people and places all over the country. Even if they've never been here, they'll mail it to us because they heard about us. And, we'll hang it up there and send them a picture of, hey, here's where your patch is. It's pretty cool. We there's a lot of connections built in this. It's one of the things I loved about being a Marine. It's one of the things I loved about being in our club, and this is that people that from completely different walks of life never would have even known each other. They come here and they make a connection, and all of a sudden they're going on vacation together, or they're getting each other into their
Double
other
dates
hobbies.
Yeah.
And we had one young lady. I won't mention Megan's name either, but she came in 5 first dates in one weekend.
okay.
Smart
5 first
girl,
dates in one
though.
weekend.
Smart
and
girl.
After the first one, she pulled me aside and she goes, "Hey, I'm going to be coming in a couple times this weekend. I didn't know 5, but can you not just act like I'd never been here before?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." I said, "What's going on?" She's like, I joined this dating website, and I've got these dates. I says, "And you're bringing them here?" She's like, "Well, no, they're technically they're bringing me here, but yeah, we're coming here." I'm like, "Right on. I appreciate the business." I says, "But why this repeatedly?" And her answer has always stuck with me. She says, "Because I'm safe here. I know I'm safe here. I know your staff is going to look out for me. I know you and your history. I know I'm safe." So we haven't seen her
that.
after the 5th date. So maybe things worked out.
All right.
Rang bells and
Or
moved
she's
on.
an
Yeah, who knows? I mean, hey, Megan, come on down.
Yeah.
Come say hi again. They miss you.
Yeah, we miss you. We'd love to see you again.
Yeah, she was great. She was a regular.
So, what else do you guys have anything else coming up and any events coming up soon or stuff like that?
Yeah, this weekend we're slammed with the trailer. We're starting to get a lot of inquiries and some bookings about corporate stuff inside here for the holiday parties.
Okay.
So if you're a business owner or you do something at a business where you can put a plug in, we're your place. You will not go any place and have a better time. And we can handle everything from the catering to, obviously, we take care of the cleanup and everything. But we make this as simple as possible. It's definitely affordable. Our prices compared to other activities that you could be doing as a company, we will beat those prices, and we're happy to have you. So we have that going on. We're going up to it's funny. It's a Shovel Handle pub up in Jackson. Hired us with our mobile unit this Sunday, so we're going up there. Saturday night we're at Vespa Country Club.
Okay.
And Friday we're down at we have a company outing, a company party, a second year with it down in Methuen, Mass. And I'm drawing a Globus Medical. We're down with them on Friday. So we have a bunch of stuff coming up.
And how? So what can they do to reach out if they want to book they want to get the trailer to their house or their party? What do they have to do?
So trailer, you call us or you shoot us an email. We'll make contact. Unfortunately, our booking software can handle like your corporate thing, can handle your date night or your friend group or birthday, but it can't handle the trailer. So we book the trailer separately. You got questions or you want to book it, either email us at axeplay603@gmail.com or call us at 603-809-9081. We will be happy to get you set up. I recommend do it early because we book up quick. The trailer's extremely popular.
And order and the operation. What time does it open? What time does Axeplay open during the week?
So we're all over the place, honestly. Saturday, Sunday we open at noon. Monday 4, Tuesday 6, Wednesday closed, Thursday 5, Friday 4. Whoever came up with that probably needs a swift kick in the ass.
No, that's fine. And then if they want to find out any other information, they can either go online or check out Facebook.
You can find any of our socials. We got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and then we've got a great website that I spend way too much time working on. It's www.axe-play.com. I caution you, make sure you're on the Hudson one because there is another Axeplay in Jackson, Mississippi. Nothing to do with us, but man, we get some fun people with some strange accents calling here sometimes because they booked a reservation at the wrong place. And having lived in the South for a long time, I think my accent might come back out.
Well, I do want to say thank you guys very much for doing this today. But I also want to say thank you guys very much for hanging my banner up here.
Oh yeah,
it's our pleasure.
It really does mean the world, and all of us coming together, especially the Hudson community, it means a lot. And thank you so much for today for sitting down with me.
Yeah, our pleasure.
It was an honor, and to learn about you, Matt. Thank you, and you too, Maria.
Yes, of course.
And keep doing your videos. Keep doing your videos.
Absolutely.
And check them out. Axeplay, Hudson, New Hampshire, 03051, Low Road. Come check them out. I'm telling you, you guys will not be disappointed. Ask about the fun box. You can throw anything. You honestly can throw anything, and they're always open to different ideas.
Yes.
So come on down, check them out. I'm Brendan, and I want to say thank you guys so much for today.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. This is Business and Brews, and I'm with Axeplay. Have a good one, everyone.
No, let's go.
Let's go!